three phones that are priced quite far away from one another. Yet, all three claim to be flagship killers. My name is Ashwin Sundar and we are gonna find out the real flagship killer today, at least for camera performance. Let's get started. iPhone 11 Pro giveaway, sponsored by, I don't know, a whole bunch of people. How to participate? That I know. Easy. Just go to the description and click the first link, which should take you to this Instagram page, Kept It. Follow it and also follow the pages they are following, about 30 to 50 of them. That's it. The winner will be announced on December 5 on Arishfa Khan's YouTube channel, as well as Jannat Zubair's Instagram handle via stories. Don't miss the opportunity. All the very best. So the first part of the video is going to be a blind test. Basically, I'll just show you pictures shot on all three phones side by side. You're going to tell me which one looks better. No commentary, no opinions from my side. I've split the blind test into 5 different sections, and the second part of the video will be a proper camera comparison. The reason I'm doing it is because there are some major differences between these phones, which cannot really be mentioned during the blind test. Like, 2 of these phones have macro capability, I think you know, while the other phone doesn't. Moreover, YouTube only lets me add 5 polls, but there are more than 5 categories, so those things will be reserved for the second part of the video. So here we go, 3 phones A, B and C. At the end of each section, there will be a poll. You can vote whichever looked the best in that particular section, and I will reveal the phones. In the next section, I might jumble them up. Like A, B and C may not represent the phones in the same order. As you can see, these were shot in broad daylight. HDR was enabled on all 3 phones, but other things like AI mode, smart scene detection, chroma boost, etc. were all turned off. Ultra-wide angle and telephoto camera samples have also been included. Have a look at a few more photos. So, which one looked the best to you? You can tap that I button at the top right corner and enter your choice. In case you like different phones for ultra-wide, main and telephoto cameras, just let me know in the comment section. You can post something like this. Pause the video if you want, and because I'm going to be revealing the phones now. A, Realme X2 Pro, B, K20 Pro, and C, OnePlus 7T. Next up, low light photos. Now these were shot with HDR disabled because HDR tends to produce more noise in the images, as in low light. And like I said earlier, I will be showing you some night mode photos as well, as in night mode on the K20 Pro, nightscape on the X2 Pro and OnePlus 7T. So which phone performed the best according to you? Go to the poll and let me know. Again, pause if you want. I'm going to reveal the phones. A, K20 Pro, B, OnePlus 7T, and C, X2 Pro. Before we move on to selfies, guys, you may be a Redmi fan, a OnePlus fan, or a Realme fan, but please don't look at the results and then vote for your favorite phone. There is a chance someone looks at the results and decides which phone to buy accordingly. So let's not mislead them. Be honest, I trust you. So next up, selfies and selfie portraits. Once again, HDR was enabled, but all sorts of beauty mode, filters, AI mode were all disabled. Hope you've made your choice. Let me know what it is in the poll at the top right corner. Revealing the phones now: A. X2 Pro, B. K20 Pro, and C. OnePlus 7T. Now, video recording. All three were shot in 4K 30fps setting. How's the quality? How's the stabilization? Which one has better colors? Well, take your time, have a look at the clips for a few more seconds. Done? Top right corner, the poll, vote for your favorite clip. And here we go. A is the K20 Pro, B the OnePlus 7T, and C the X2 Pro. For the last one, we have portraits. The thing is, two of these phones give you an option to choose between the main camera and the telephoto camera to click portraits. Telephoto camera portraits are usually better. I've said it in multiple videos now. The subject stands out really well. I know this might give it away for some people, but still, it is what it is, and I think it should be mentioned. Let me know which one looks best to you in the poll after having a look at the pictures. So guys, whichever phone you voted for the most number of times in these 5 polls, go post it in the comment section. But whichever phone it is that you chose, it still wouldn't be the clear winner. Which brings us to part 2 of the video, a proper camera comparison. I found the need to include this because there are certain things about these phones which are exclusive to them. They cannot be found on the remaining 2 phones. For example, even the portrait mode photos that we saw now, the X2 Pro has a slight disadvantage because it couldn't click portraits using the telephoto camera. You can go closer to the subject to match the frame, but you can still notice that the images look completely different. You can see less of the background on the OnePlus 7T image and the K20 Pro image. So the subject really stands out. Next up, we saw ultra-wide photos a few minutes back. All 3 were pretty good. I like the K20 Pros and the 7T's pictures a little better. But there are 3 major differences with regards to the ultra-wide camera. Number 1, the K20 Pro's picture has a lot more of the scene. It's a lot wider than the 7T's image. The X2 Pro is right in between, not as wide as the K20 Pro, but not as narrow as the 7T either. Number 2, this is more important in my opinion. The X2 Pro and the OnePlus 7T have nightscape mode for the ultra-wide camera as well. So low light ultra-wide images look much better. And number 3, the X2 Pro and the OnePlus 7T can also click macro shots using the ultra-wide camera. The K20 Pro cannot. The best you can do is digital zoom, which is just not as good as native macro capability. Next up, slow motion. The K20 Pro can do 960 fps, it's interpolated, but it's quite good. The X2 Pro has it too, but it's not genuine or interpolated 960 fps, it just duplicates the frames to get the count. The 7T on the other hand is limited to 480 fps, but you can shoot for longer durations, and that's the best in my opinion. You're likely to get good results every time, unlike on the 960 fps mode, which limits the recording to a fraction of a second. The X2 Pro has a 480 fps option too. And then there is the high resolution mode on each of these phones. The 7T and the K20 Pro click 48 megapixel images, while the X2 Pro clicks 64 megapixel images. And clearly, the X2 Pro's images are noticeably sharper. They're not the best when you just look at them this way, but when you zoom in and look for the minute details, you can find those minute details on the X2 Pro's images. And I think sharpness is what matters in this mode. If you're looking for overall quality, then just use the regular photo mode with HDR. And yes, all 3 phones support Google Camera. It's not about whether a phone supports Gcam or not anymore, it's about how good the support is. The K20 Pro has excellent support for Gcam. All 3 cameras can be accessed on Gcam. And on the X2 Pro, Gcam clicks amazing selfies. The 7T and the K20 Pro cannot get that good selfies. So Gcam ports are not perfectly stable anymore. That's the reason I'm not using Gcam photos in camera comparisons. Developers keep releasing new versions and something might work better on one version and it may not work well on another version. So it's all getting a little complicated these days. it's not really advisable to completely rely on Gcam. If you can find a good version, then fine. I'll help you find a good one actually. But not every phone will get the same kind of support. Like I said, the K20 Pro has multicam support, but takes average quality selfies. The X2 Pro gets great selfies, but the night sight images are not great. So yeah, there is that. That's pretty much it. You saw the photos, you picked the winner, you probably commented as well. If not, please do. I'm excited to go check out the comment section to see which phone you like the best. Let me know if you have any other queries. I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.